Here we go. It's like a committed start there, perhaps from Alexis Millet of France as they go through the speckled shade here, the Tallahassee Regional Park. This downhill section, super quick. 2 kilometers for each leg here. It is stipulated you've got to go man, woman for this race. The officials here invite some of the best runners in the world onto the course for the final leg of the mixed relay. Jessica Hull, a 350 athlete. But you will look, Jess Hull is stood at the start of the changeover zone. She is giving no extra meters to Anstey. She's right there. Senard, conversely, he will run an extra 15, 10 meters before he gets to Agathe Guillemot. That's a tactic the French team have used at European level. Jess Hull is streaking away here in the opening race of the 2026 World Athletics Cross Country Championships, and that smile is something we've seen a lot of in the last couple of years. Maybe not that far from a finish line, but today Australia and Jessica Hull are champions in the mixed relay. A brilliant silver for Agathe Guillemot. Right, shake of the head. The lead-off runner for the Australians there summed it up perfectly. Everyone ran the best leg they could. It was textbook. Making a pretty perfect start with the gold. There's the results of the mixed relay, the opening race here. Australia take gold, the first global title awarded today. France second and Ethiopia third. Still blazing sunshine here in Tallahassee, welcoming the 76 athletes as they tear down the starting straight. She has slowed through these kilometres as they've unwound, and that would make sense. The fatigue has set in, and she'll be running slowly. Alameo 15:42 through 5k. Chepkarui still right alongside a safer. Great shot here to chase Alameo through the water. It's her teammate Asefa trying to get herself a silver medal, and Cherop of Uganda is on the absolute charge here. Chepkarui has spotted her first. Asefa won't know that the Ugandan is getting in the mix here. There are 3 women for the final medal, but this is the gold. It's going to go to Marta Alameo of Ethiopia. She's going to become the 4th ever back-to-back champion, joining the likes of Gensebi Dibaba, Faith Kipyegon, and Tessenbet Gide, and taking back-to-back titles. What a run for Marta Alameo. Never in doubt. And the sprint is on for the silver and bronze. Asefa finding something here in the closing stages. Asefa is going to make it 1-2 for Ethiopia, and it's going to be a brilliant bronze for Uganda. What a run there from Asefa. Some sunglasses there, I think perhaps of Alex Lennon of Great Britain in the middle. But they're ready for the men's under 20 race here. 8 kilometres, 4 laps of the Tallahassee Regional Park. And at this stage here, it looks like it could be on the way to Kenya again. 3 men locked in the lead here. We haven't had a clean sweep for Kenya since 2010. Kiprono skipped through the mud here, sticking to the left-hand side of the course, taking the shortest line. The title is going to stay with Kenya for the 3rd consecutive year. But we're going to see a sprint here between Kibet and Kiprono for a global title. Alamisi is given up. He's going to be in 3rd. I want to charge here from Franklin Kibet. Franklin Kibet with around about 100 metres to go. It's downhill. They're absolutely flying. And it's going to be Franklin Kibet getting the better of his teammate Emmanuel Kiprono, or is it they're going all the way to the line? Franklin Kibet turns the table on his domestic rival, reversing the result from the Kenyan Championships, the trials for this event, but they will be delighted. 1, 2, 3 for Kenya. And Andrew Kiptu makes it a 1, 2, 3, 4, the perfect score, a global under-20 title for the Kenyan team for the 3rd consecutive year. Strong start, I think, from the British squad in the middle there. Agnes and Gesich still in the lead for the 2nd time as they go through the Florida beaches. So Joy Toyak perhaps sensing the danger here that Agnes and Getic is starting to open up a gap. 7th in Tokyo, Cheptoyak. 17th last time out in Belgrade. There they are. Okay, it's not too big yet, that gap. 6 seconds. And Cheptoyak is still involved in giving chase. Those three, they cannot switch off here on the second lap. I think there can be a bit of a lull once that adrenaline wears off and fatigue starts to set in. You might lose focus, you might be distracted. And Agnes and Getic in this second lap, she's really kept the pressure on. See 9:06 through 3 kilometres. And look in terms of winning margins, the largest winning margin we've ever had at the World Cross Country Championships, 44 seconds by Grete Weitz, the Norwegian great who won 4 consecutive titles. And you have to consider that Grete Weitz was only running 4.2 kilometres there, so to win by that much was obscene. But Agnes and Getic with 10 kilometres to play with, so she's put on an absolute masterclass here in front of the US crowd. This World Championships here in Tallahassee has been brilliant so far. The penultimate title, the penultimate race win will go to Agnes and Getic. She keeps the title with Kenya. She joins the likes of Florence Kiplagat, Vivian Cherier, Agnes Tirop, Helen Abiri and Beatrice Chibet. Agnes and Getic is the 2026 World Cross Country Champion. 31:28 her winning time. And this, for Joy Cheptoyak, is going to be the first individual medal for Uganda in this event ever. Cheptoyak has been relentless, pushing the pace in this chase pack, and she's been rewarded with a silver medal. Uganda are having a fantastic day. And we're off in the final race here in Tallahassee, the men's senior cross-country championships. Aggressive start there, I think, from Parker Wolf, trying to build on the performance he had at that national championships. And there you go, Kiplimo has taken the move from Worku seriously as they go through the halfway point. 14:23. Daniel Abenyo to 3rd place. He's been there or thereabouts at World Cross before, Daniel Abenyo. Very, very quick on sort of track times. That's a move from Jacob Kiplimo as you approach the Florida Beaches section. Barihu Aragari was 9 seconds adrift in Bathurst. He was just 2 seconds behind in Belgrade. He's got to feel like the momentum's going his way. So Aragari senses the danger. That's Daniel Abenyo. Can't help him keep on terms with Jacob Kiplimo. But I don't think anything would have stopped Jacob Kiplimo here. He's on the charge. And he's celebrating already. Wonderful to see the emotions here from Jacob Kiplimo. He could have been forgiven for turning his back on cross-country, Jacob Kiplimo. He'd already conquered it. He'd won 2 titles. He turned his attention to the road. And Aragari, quick look over his shoulder. Looks like it could be a 3rd consecutive silver for him. Daniel Abenyo back on a major podium. He's very, very tired, Abenyo. He could be vulnerable here in the closing stages. His knee lift has gone. But Kiplimo is skipping away here in Tallahassee. He joins some tremendous names in becoming a 3-time champion here in the senior competition. 3 consecutive titles for Jacob Kiplimo. He dominates when it comes to cross-country. And he's a phenomenal marathon runner. What a future he's got. Another silver for Barihu Aragari. He had a go, he couldn't lift with that change in pace of Jacob Kiplimo in the closing stages, but a smile from Aragari and another chip to a global podium. A very tired Daniel Abenyo is going to hold on for the bronze medal. Great showing for him. Looks exhausted. Tadesse Worku separates himself from the others to come through to 4th. Ishmael Kipkaruri in 5th.